Hey kids, Cousin Rich here from Castles, Capes, and Clones, and today is part 2 of the Internals Marvel Legends unboxing. Last episode, if you haven't seen it, I'll link it here below. We unboxed Ajax, Cersei, Phastos, Druig, and Sprite, and today we'll be unboxing Thena, Ikaris, Makkari, and Kingo. So let's get started. Hey kids, Cousin Rich here from Castles, Capes, and Clones, and today is part 2 of the Marvel Legends Eternals figure unboxing. In the previous video, we unboxed Ajax, Cersei, Sprite, Druig, and Phastos. Today we'll be unboxing Thena, Ikaris, Kingo, and Makkari. So let's start with the packaging. If you saw the last video, which I'll link below, you can see that the Eternals line is pretty much the same typical... Oh my god, Sprite. If you saw the last video, which I'll link below, I went through the packaging, but I'll go through it here again. COVID. Just like the last video, the packaging is pretty much typical Marvel Legends packaging. You can see here on the front and then on the back. That's Thena. Then we have Ikaris. There's that. We have Kingo. And lastly, we have Makari. So let's start with Thena. Now, if you notice, kind of like Ajax, Thena does not have a Build-A-Figure piece. Thena is actually not kind of released widely like the other figures were, kind of like Ajax. Ajax was a Walmart exclusive. I believe Thena is a Disney Parks exclusive, or at least I'm not sure where else to get her. I found her in Disneyland, but I know she's also available in Walt Disney, and also probably also in Disney World, Magic Kingdom, the parks there, and also Disney Springs, their World of Disney. So that's where you can get Thena. Let's go ahead and unbox them. So flash forward. Shoop. All right, let's start with what she comes with. All right, so Thena does not come with alternative hands or a head or a piece of Gilgamesh. So she does come with a whole bunch of weapons, though, because she is Thena, the god of war. Or, you know, she's kind of like the inspiration of... I mean, she's probably inspired by Athena, the goddess of war, but in the cinematic universe, she is the inspiration for Athena, the goddess of war. So she comes with a whole bunch of weapons. She has this thing. I don't know what you call it. Polearm of some sort. Not like a spear, but sort of. Which she kind of had in the movie. So I kind of wish it was more spear-like. And she has a falchion? Falcon? Is that how you pronounce that? Kind of like a broader sword with a curve kind of deal. She does come with a knife. So there's that. Make sure and then she comes with a sword. What I wish she came with was a shield, because she usually has kind of like her spear and a buckler. You know, it could be that, you know, when Hasbro got the files for her, she didn't really have that going on. And also wish these things were just a little bit brighter. Because in the movie, they're kind of like, almost like constructs. Like, they're not real. They kind of just appear. It's not like nanotechnology. Again, if you've seen a DC movie, it's kind of like Green Lantern. He just kind of wills things into existence, and it's kind of the same as what her weapons are. They kind of just appear. So it's a little bit more techy looking, kind of like glowy. That's a technical term. She does have hands where it looks like she can grip the weapons. You can see that it's also armored, so she has the protective pieces there. And then the figure herself. Let's take a look. Yeah, I'm gonna run through it. Typical kind of female Marvel Legends articulation. She does have, again, the abdomen rocker, full leg articulation with the feet and also the arms, and her head does move and whatnot, but because of the hair sculpt, kind of cements it in place a little bit more. Her skirt thing is loose with a softer plastic. Doesn't look like it comes off, but allows for a little bit freedom when posing her legs, because she is kind of like the action member of the Eternals. Of course, she is played by Angelina Jolie. And what do you think of her face sculpt? I think it's pretty close. Yeah. She, I don't want to go into too spoiler, but like she does have a condition in the movie that makes it kind of hard. But she's an awesome character, and again, like the thing about the Eternals is like there's a lot going on in that movie, and I think it suffers from that, is that you don't get to know enough about each one of them. And hopefully in subsequent films, which I'm sure this will be a number 2, that we'll get to know them a little bit better. I really like her character. I like them all, actually. It's hard to pick a favorite one, but I really liked her character. She's not your typical quote-unquote badass member of a team where she's just like the super fighter and she's always angry and like angst and whatever. She does have something that makes her unique. Again, I don't want to get too far into it, but you'll see. Watch the movie. Let's go ahead and put on one of her other hands. You can see her hands here are kind of this open, so she can't hold any of the weapons. So I'm going to switch the hands out and put some weapons in there so you can see what it looks like. Here you go. You can see her with some of her swords. Kind of cool. So there you go. That is Thena. Next, we'll do Makkari, which you can see here. Let's open her up. Flash forward. Shrink. All right, so let's go through what comes with Makkari. She comes with another set of hands. In, again, kind of typical fist form. And then she also comes with a piece of Gilgamesh, which confused me at first because, well, first, it's one of the arms. It's the right arm, I think, right? Makes sense, maybe. But there was another hand, and I'm like, why does Makkari come with 3 hands? But I noticed it was bigger and a little bit darker, so that is another alternative hand for Gilgamesh. So don't lose that. Note to me. And then we have the figure herself. Here we go. So once again, typical female Marvel Legends articulation, body rocker, full articulation in the head and arms and legs. And again, the skirt part is a soft plastic and whatnot. And then you can see her there. She is played by Loren Ridloff. I don't even know if I'm saying that right. Ridloff, who is a deaf actress. So she really is deaf. I'm not sure if the character in the comics is supposed to be deaf, but, kind of a cool kind of thing. She obviously communicates with the rest of the Eternals through sign language. And her power, though, is that she runs super fast, kind of like the Flash or Quicksilver, if we keep it in the MCU. She's also a bit of a thief. She likes to take things, so that's kind of cool. I think your head sculpt. We just me. Who knows? And I think because her hair is so sculpted, it looks a little bit bigger, fuller than it is in the movie. Nonetheless, I like that. She's got a little bit of not like a super straight skirt. It's kind of like wispy. So there you go. That is Makari. Next up, we have Kingo. There we go. This is Kingo's packaging again. Let's go ahead and open him up. Flash forward. Shoop. All right, so he does come with another set of hands. I think it's actually one of the cooler, different hands because he has a fist and also a shooty hand. Because his power is he can shoot energy from his fingers. He does it like a gun. That's kind of fun. He does come with the other arm for Gilgamesh. I want to say this is the left one, and then another alternative hand for Gilgamesh. And then we have Kingo himself. Again, I guess like the other male Eternals, he has a body rocker instead of a waist swivel, and then full, of course, articulation everywhere else. And his head also has full swivel and whatnot. And you can see here, he has the other hand with his shooty thingies. Because it's so thin, though, it's like weirdly curved. So maybe if you can straighten that out, that'd be kind of cool. Whoa, that's weird looking. So, but, you know, they tried. Why is this arm so weird? There you go. Let's take a look at his head. Not sure how much I feel like that resembles the actor Kumail Nanjiani, who famously, before filming or whatever, on his Instagram or whatever, showed out his superhero bod, which everyone was like, what? Because he did get in shape with it. I think what it does have on his head sculpt is that expression he normally has, which is kind of fun. Let's put on, I feel like he needs both his hands to be shooty. So I'm going to go ahead and replace that hand. So there you go. Pew pew. He also can do almost like a Street Fighter fireball-y version of it, but he has to sit there and kind of accumulate the power before he shoots it off. These are kind of like more, I'm assuming less powerful blasts because they're just instantaneous, but he can collect the energy and then blast a bigger, more powerful energy thingy. So there is Kingo. And then last but not least for this set, we have Ikaris. Let's go ahead and unbox him. Flash forward. Shoop. All right, so he does come with different hands. You can see here, kind of the more open hands. But then he also comes with an alternative head. See that? With his eyes all lasery. And then we have the figure himself. course, he is played by Richard Madden, who most people know from Game of Thrones. Kind of looks like him. A bit, yeah? No? Maybe so? Again, with all the other Eternal male figures and the female figures, he does have a abdomen rocker instead of a waist. Obviously, he has full articulation everywhere, as he would need to, because his power is, I believe, super strength, and also the ability to fly, and also has laser beams that come out of his eyes. So, kind of like Superman in that regard. But yeah, I really like his costume. Like, he almost has a more metallic-y look than the others. Anyway, let's see what it looks like with his other head on. That's what that looks like. It's kind of cool. What do you think? But yeah, he is their kind of like most powerful of the Eternals, I guess. So there you go. That is the rest of the Eternals figures. If you enjoyed that, please consider liking this video and subscribing to the channel, where we do a lot more unboxing of like Disney stuff, Marvel Legends figures, Star Wars toys, and whatnot. I also go to Disneyland a lot, so there'll be a lot of Disneyland videos. And also every Thursday, we do a podcast where we talk about Marvel, Disney, and Star Wars news of the week, and a whole lot more. So thank you for watching. Stay tuned for part 3 of the Eternals unboxing, where we do the Build-A-Figure and one of the Deviants. So until then, catch you on the flip side.